I tried it. Didn't pay off, guys. People are in the pits. Welcome everyone to some more F1 22 driver career mode. It is round 4 time, I believe, and it's Silverstone. The Silverstone Grand Prix was yesterday. I haven't seen it yet because this is Saturday evening, so yeah, hopefully it was a good race. Qualifying was stunning though. Max Verstappen doing a cheeky 360 halfway through qualifying, but hopefully it was a good race for all of us as fans and as casual enjoyers. But enough jibber jabber, it's time for Silverstone F2 race. We've been on a roll recently, so hopefully we can keep pushing here and hopefully getting another podium. But Silverstone is one of the harder circuits from previous games, so let's see if that's still the case. Practice is coming up and then we're going to qualifying, so see you guys in qualifying. Alright, welcome to the qualifying session of the Silverstone Grand Prix, or Silverstone race weekend. I keep saying Grand Prix, but it's the race weekend in F2, of course. No real rain threat during qualifying, so we are going to have a relatively stable qualifying session, just like the free practice session, but Sprint Race 1, heavy rain throughout the session, so it's going to be a wet one, and Sprint Race 2 is going to have some rain in it as well. I don't know if it's going to be for the whole time, but it may spice things up if it does get super dry halfway through the session. The feature race is going to be fully dry, so I'm not too worried, so that's good to see, but good number of laps, good traction around the corners. I set some fast times. 140.6 is my fastest in free practice, so let's see if we can replicate that. If that's the case, we will see ourselves top of the list here on pole position for the race, so let's hope that happens indeed. Medium tire qualifying session. Cars already going out, so let's see what we can pull off. Time for our first laps. First lap of Q. Yeah, first lap of Q. Qualifying. First lap of qualifying. Fastest lap with a 139.6. Okay. I think I'll bring it home now. And then chill. I think no one's going to beat that fastest lap. Let's see. I'm just going to risk it. One lap and done, I think. Not bad. Well, I set P2 for qualifying. The risk didn't really pay off. I mean, I would say it paid off quite well. Not as optimally as we would have liked. The 4 points could be important later on, but hey, I just wanted to do one lap. The main reasoning behind that is that we are only given a single set of tire. So the medium tires were the ones that we are given for the whole qualifying session. So no matter how many laps you do, it's going to be the same medium tire. So 1 or 2 laps, they'll be optimal, and then later on they will get like very slow because they're worn, completely worn to a point where you're going to have to do a pit stop if you are doing a race. So I just decided, you know, one run and done. Marcus Armstrong down in P18. Not the best showing from our teammate, unless the Dams is supposed to be down there, but I'm just too good, and I'm up here in P2. I don't know, but we'll see how the race goes. Schwartzman with a decent lap, only 1/10 faster than me, 1.5 tenths faster than me, but it's all gonna go out the window because 1, the grid is gonna get flipped, and also 2, it's gonna rain during the first and second sprint races. So let's see what happens here in Silverstone during a wet race.
Welcome to Silverstone, one of the staples of the Formula 2 Championship. It's a firm favourite amongst fans and drivers alike, and we're all keen to see what it has in store for us in today's race. So Silverstone's 3.6 miles of tarmac and 18 corners are no stranger to rain. Even in these conditions, without the DRS that would normally be available, the Wellington and Hangar Straights still represent some of the best opportunities for overtaking. I'm joined by a man who's had many a wet race, Davide Valsecchi. Just how challenging will these conditions be out there on track?
Delighted to be here, Alex. Even in this weather, nothing will be easy for them. We may have standing water, which means visibility will be a worry. They just need to stay clear of the white lines and curbs. That can cause you a real problem when it's so slippery.
Alright, P9 starting position, of course, because it is raining. Oh, they're recommending a one-stop strategy. So lap 4 we stopped during a sprint race? Really? So everyone's gonna pit at least once, so maybe we should just keep the tires safe and try to last for the whole Grand Prix, or the whole race. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. I think I might go for a zero stop. Let's try that.
The formation lap gets underway for this, the Formula 2 race, and each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track. We are almost ready to start the Formula 2 race as the cars take their positions on the grid. Drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Alright, we just need a good start in this wet weather race. We might go for a zero stop strategy. Let's see what we come up with. Lights out. And we're off. Not a bad start, but Schwartzman got an amazing start. Oh my god, there's so much spray. Oh, someone locked up, whoever that was. Yo, 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 leave me the space, you little amateur hour. Yo, why did Boschung not leave me space there? I had right to that corner because I was ahead of his axle. He surely saw me, even without his rear view mirror, man. Come on. Here we go. The old start finish straight, marvelous. Oh, I've gone wide a little. Oi, 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 the mini corrections don't work really. I should avoid doing them. Oh my god. Maggots and Beckett's taken okay. People are going for moves left, right, and center in front as well. I left you space, man. I don't think that was me.
Let's try and move forward.
Oh, such intricate driving here. I say that and then I've just gone wide.
That's 2 laps until our pit window opens. We're going to put you on the full wet tyre.
People are doing pit stops. I'm not. I think I'll be okay. Okay, everyone's going into the pits now for another set of softs. Wets. It's time for our strategy to come in play.
So Marcus is in the pits. Marcus in the pits.
Great exit out of there. Okay, let's go, let's go. In the lead. If we can manage our tires until the end. That's a dub in the bag. Whoa. The game audio just cut out. Hold on a sec. What? Yo, what is happening? Well, we're gonna have to drive in silence. Well, that was weird. We'll see if that continues. But we've been doing well so far. I don't know why the AI would opt for pitting. I've done so well here with just a single tire. And now I don't know what is happening. because I don't have any audio, so I can't listen to what my engine revs are doing. Uh-oh. Zindelli's out. Interesting. Well, final turns here. And it's a marvelous win in the bag with 4 seconds to spare to the car behind. Couldn't have asked for a better one. Brace yourselves in case the audio starts kicking back in, but what a win.
We did it! We did it! Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Here they are then, coming into Parc Fermé. What an excellent win for the Dams team. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
Simply, they are just a better driver in the way. Here in Formula 2 we know the cars are the same, so it's not down to machinery. They can just handle the weather better than everyone else. I mean, they can have the throttle open longer, they can push more, brake later, and are able to handle it all. They make it look like they have a much faster car, but it's a pure skill behind the wheel. Really incredible drive.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Dams are your winners today.
Just gonna say that I don't condone this. I was not part of this. Blackface, that is not, I don't condone this. Guys, this is absolutely racist, and do not do this. What the heck is happening with this game, man? Oh my god. Why is everyone this? What is going on? I don't condone this, guys. I don't condone this. Well, it's a bit awkward situation where the audio all of a sudden cut out, and then now there were that everyone just turned out to be darker skin toned. That is, oh god, that is so weird. No, dude, I don't condone that kind of actions. But yeah, we sit at the top. I don't know why everyone did a stop. You could just finish the Grand Prix on those tires, and yeah, that's what we did, and we got P1, no problem at all. Lundgaard and Sato on the podium alongside us. Juruvla, Boschung, Aiken, Pocher, Ticktum rounded the points finishers. My teammate is out here in P15, gained 3 positions. Not too bad from him, I must say. Result weekend so far, I have the most points scored, 15 points. I didn't get P1 in qualifying, so I missed out on those points, and no fastest lap. But this is a good start. Good start for the race weekend. It's time for Sprint Race 2. Let me see if the audio kicks back in, but if not, we're going to have a quiet Grand Prix weekend.
It's Sunday, and that means it's race time here at Silverstone. As the cars are being prepared, let's join them trackside for the start of the race. I'm joined by a man who's had many a wet race, Davide Valsecchi. Just how challenging will these conditions be out there on track?
Delighted to be here, Alex. Even in this weather, nothing will be easy for them. We may have standing water, which means visibility will be a worry. They just need to stay clear of the white lines and curbs. That can cause you a real problem when it's so slippery.
Alright, I think the audio is back. I rebooted the game, so hopefully we can have a decent Grand Prix or race weekend. I keep saying Grand Prix. Come on, Sue. Get your brain together. Yeah, you look at this. There will be a dry stint at the end. So I think I'm going to go the opposite of what we are going right now. 7 laps on the wets and then go on to the soft compound tire, or the mediums, so to say. The mediums are the softest compound this weekend. So let's do that. So jumping into this race, let's see what we can do. Alright, you guys know the drill with the formation laps. I skipped it this time. The lights out, and away we go for another wet Silverstone sprint race. Oh, that was a lot of wheel spin off the line. But I think I can get Lundgaard here. Oh boy. Big dive, big dive, big dive. Oh boy. Around the outside. Yo, he cut the corner there. Juruvla cut the corner there, man. In his slipstream. Gonna go around the outside. Yo. And we got him.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Copy that. Let's try. We're getting a good racing line going. Weather report.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Yo, Boston went so far off, man. That's exceeding track limits for show. Alright, we're in. Oi, oi, oi. Just need a good drive, Sue. Focus on the road. Focus on not spinning the car or losing traction. Okay, that stuff is ridiculous. A little damage.
Traffic ahead. Stay alert. We're going to give you full wets in the next pit window, opening in 2 laps. Full wets in 2 laps time.
Here's the thing. I think the AI is going to go on to wets and then go on to another set of dries, so I have the advantage here. Despite having car damage. Yo, what is that? Cars are going wide there, man. Going wide through cops. They need to get a warning for that. It's lap 3. They've done that for the past 3 laps. Cheating AI, man. Cheating AI. Oh, the overspeed. Alright, well, Lungard's gonna go wide. Sorry, mate. I locked up. He's still fine. He's still fine. I am getting a little more grip, I think. It's a good sign. Oh, you touched me. Bruv. Clearly that was my corner because I was ahead of you. You need to be within my rear axle in order to get right to that corner. Oh, Longard and Drew Ruvel are going side by side. No one's in the pits yet.
It looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
There's a yellow flag ahead. There's a yellow flag ahead. Oh, Schwartzman spun.
Okay,
Safety car.
Deployed the safety car due to multiple
Safety
cars being stopped on
car.
track. Mind your delta.
Okay. I had a little slip there as soon as the safety car got deployed. Okay, that's interesting. Safety car might lead us up until the
Right,
dry
drop your
stint.
speed.
Do you think this risk will pay off? Weather report?
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
I'm gonna risk it. Go big or go home. Go big or go home. Please. Please tell me this is a... Oh, I may have screwed it totally, or we made an absolute insane call right now.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate.
Nice.
Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Nice, nice, nice. It's a good pit stop. Now I just need to make sure I can race. Come on, dry up quickly, man. Dry up quickly. I don't know if this was worth the risk.
After these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
Let's see if the risk was worth it. I do have some grip, not gonna lie. But it's not optimal. I'm hoping that when the safety car ends, we're gonna be ready to race on dry conditions. I don't know, I don't feel too bad. I think we may be almost there. Almost there. Come on, let's catch up. Look at this. Exceeding track limits, didn't need that. I'm right in the rear of the group. I just need to stay competitive with them so that I can really make use of the early pit stop that I made. Weather report. Weather report.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
Yeah, conditions look good, but the track ain't good, man. I think I screwed it. Whatever. It was worth the gamble. I tried it. Didn't pay off. It happens. I pulled a Sebastian Vettel. Guys, people are in the pits. Oh my god. I'm in the lead. I pulled it off. The strategy worked. Oh my god, it worked. I thought I fluffed it, but no. It worked to perfection again. Big brain moves, man. Oh, they moved on to another set of wets. Why? Why? I have grip on the mediums. I mean, it is slow, but I do have grip on the mediums. Oh. Haha, next time, mate. See ya later, mate. What is that? Bodywork damage? I don't know what that was. Hopefully it should be good. Oh no. Oh, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton vibes right there. Uh-oh.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we can still regain the position.
Dude, I got sandwiched by both cars. Got DRS though. Oh, we got DRS. Yes. Stole it off Porsche to get the win here. I'm winning this winning this sprint race on dry tires and wet conditions. Come on. Let's bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home. I got sandwiched by Tictum and Porsche, I think. Wow. Wow. Big brain strategy call for another dub. Another dub, guys. What a dub.
We did it! Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
It's a well-deserved victory for Dams then, after that breathtaking race. So, Davide, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'm not sure what we just saw, but one thing's for sure. Today's winner has certainly showed they have no fear battling it out on the track. And who can blame them? I don't think I've ever seen someone through the competition so quickly. Today's race was a sight to behold, and judging from the crowd's reaction, it went down well with the fans as well.
Dams, another team with a huge amount of history, based right in the heart of motorsport near Le Mans in France, have once again shown their formidable abilities out on the track with yet another win today.
Oh my god, it happened again, guys. It happened again. I don't condone this stuff, but what a win. But this is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. Well, anyway, what a risk. Dry tires on a wet surface. Oh, can't believe I've won it. Amazing. I mean, I gotta say, it's an incredible revelation here in the wet. So, revelation 1 is that very worn wet tires have more grip on the surface. I don't know why. I just felt better on very worn wets. Like, I don't know, I can't set fast times relative to the AI because the AI I think has ultimate grip when they switch tires, so they're gonna get a faster time, but I felt comfortable, much more comfortable on very worn wets. And then I had grip on the dries when it was clearly raining, and then Mark was telling me, hey, it's dry, no rain, but it was clearly still raining, as you can see at the end with the podium celebrations as well. It was pouring, so I don't know what was up with the whole situation today, but the risk played off immensely today. One stop during the safety car to move on to the dries, and I thought I fumbled it, but turns out it was the best call we could have made. P1 by the end of the session, 15 points to our name. Marcus Armstrong down in P9, just about misses on some points, so unlucky for him. Let's take a look at the results for the weekend. 30 points in total for us. Can't get the fastest lap, so we're gonna miss out on those 2 points. But standings wise, we should be in the lead. I take over the driver's standings, 28-point gap to Drugovic. Team standings, we're in the lead by 47 points. I'm literally carrying this team on my shoulders, and we are in the lead. What a result. Let's move on to the feature race and see if we can add to the tally.
Welcome to Silverstone, one of the staples of the Formula 2 Championship. It's a firm favourite amongst fans and drivers alike, and we're all keen to see what it has in store for us in today's race. 5 miles out from Tosa, this icon of British motorsport heritage comprises 18 corners over 3.6 miles of circuit. Silverstone has been through several changes over its lifetime, with the start line now leading into Abbey, a fast right-hander for turn 1. But still there, of course, is the circuit's most famous and iconic sequence of corners, starting at Maggots, turn 10. Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race. A fantastic effort from Robert Schwartzman yesterday puts him on pole position, and the rookie completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Drugovic, Ticktum, Ralph Boschung, and Pourchaire, Aitken, Deruvala, Sato, Christian Lundgaard, Piastri, Lawson, Richard Verschoor and Samaya, Zendelli, Viscal, Vips and Marcus Armstrong, Fittipaldi, Joe, Beckman and Alessio Deleda rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. Joining me today in the commentary box is 2012 GP2 champion Davide Valsecchi. We all know the circuit so well, Davide. What's got your attention today?
Always a pleasure, Alex. Everyone looks forward to Silverstone, and with such an intriguing grid, I think the fans will be excited for the start of today's race. We know these young drivers are hungry to prove themselves. Hopefully, we'll be seeing some more history being made today.
Okay, this is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix, so let's give them a race worth watching.
Alright, so P2 starting position. Of course, Schwartzman got the fastest lap. Now, let's go for an interesting strategy call yet again. Obviously, always a good idea. Yeah, let's start on the hards. I want to go long and then try to push at the end for a much better effect. So let's jump into it then. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Start this race. It's a immersive formation lap, so I decided to play it myself. Launch was a little slow.
So go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
Oh my god, the mediums are used, really? I only have used mediums, really? You wets or used mediums. Okay, so it was a good call to start on the fresh hard tires. Okay. Let's go, let's go. Okay, I think the tires should be a little warm. Tried to warm them up as much as I could. Let's go. There we go. Optimal placement. Not really, but sure. Let's hope the tires stay warm because the rest of the field is coming in. Come on. Here we go. It's time for the race to start. 5 red lights and we are on the way here in Silverstone. And we got an excellent launch. Oh boy. Squeezed Schwartzman a little. I think I may have fresher tires. That's why I can't talk too soon, man. Okay, it's finally good to be racing in dry conditions. Gonna shove him inside. Oh, someone's crunching on the inside. That's why I like the outside line there. The AI gets a little too aggressive. Tire wear is looking at 8%. Alright. Let's see. Oh god. Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton vibes again. Oh god, I've gone wide. Oh boy. They're competing against each other behind me. Maggots and Beckett's, nicely taken. Let's run away. Run away. I need the cars behind me to fight, man. I need them to fight. Battle with Drugovich is on, man. Battle with Drugovich is on. Come on. Good sector. Let's boost out of there. Come on. Come on. Let's stay ahead of Drugovich, please. Oh, this is great. Come on, Maggots and Beckett's. Good exit out of there. 33% wear. Not too shabby. Not too bad. I'm expecting the AI to pit relatively soon, maybe this lap. Let's see. Is he going in? Nope, he's not. Those mediums must be dead by now. But it looks like Drugovich opts for another lap. Someone's retiring by the looks of it. There's a yellow flag behind us. It's a pink car. Might be Delata. Because I think Delata's in a pink... Is it HWA Racing? Yeah, Delata is out. Not of importance to me because he's a back marker or so. Moment of truth, there he is. Drugovich is in. Getting the overcut on him. How was he able to go for that long on the mediums? I'm on the hards and he's gone literally one lap less than me on the hards. Makes no sense to me. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Okay, we got a nice little gap to the car behind. Oh, Vizquel's out. Doesn't trigger a safety car. Okay. But we're going in. Nice. Into the pits we go. Medium used tires. Let's see. I just need a good entry and a good exit. 57% wear. Not too bad. How were the AIs able to drive one less lap than this? So 9 laps on the mediums. Makes no sense to me. 0. There we go. Perfect. Optimal.
Perfect
4.1. Nice. Okay, nice. I think I should be comfortably ahead of Drugovich, right? Alright, I should be ahead of Drugovich. Yes, I am. What a pit stop. How worn are these mediums? 9%? Alright, not bad. Big brain move. I'm on the softer compound, so hopefully I can be a little more pacey than cars behind me. Yes! Fastest lap, let's go.
That's a new race.
No
Okay, so we're
DRS.
leading our teammate by 14.0 seconds.
Nice. No DRS. Medium, worn mediums, and low fuel. That's marvelous. Oh, must have been the helicopter. I hear the helicopter right overhead. Helicopter has messed with my downforce for a moment. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's a king. I think it might be. Because Lance Stroll mentioned it once at a Grand Prix weekend. And just like that, it's over. It's over, Drugovich. Nice try. Thanks for playing. But I got this in the bag. And marvelous. Checkered flag. P1. What a marvelous weekend.
We did it! Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Here they are then, coming into Parc Fermé. What an excellent win for the Dams team. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think this race was won thanks to the tyre management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can. It's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over the entire race distance. So being able to keep the lap time competitive while still respecting the TYRES, that's where they won today.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Dams are your winners today.
I mean, I'm happy that I've won all 3 races this weekend, but no, this is not it, ladies and gentlemen. The podium celebration isn't it. No, not at all. Don't do this to me, man. I don't condone this. No. Cancel it, cancel. And there we have it. Look at that. Fastest lap and the P1 finish by the end of the feature race. Marvelous record, 26 minutes. 00238 is the time we've got. 27 points today as well, so that should extend the lead for Dams in the team standings. Drugovich behind us, who's our rival, and Schwartzman in third. Marcus Armstrong in P10 to score 1 point for the team. Very good result from him, plus getting driver of the day. 2 DNFs, Vizquel and Deleda. Unlucky for them, but we have had a marvelous race weekend, I must say. P1 by the end of the whole race weekend, 57 points, a lot of points gathered, and Boschung coming in P2 just behind us. Drugovich had a bit of a poor race weekend, only 19 points this weekend, so that should really help Dams over Univirtuosi. So P1 by the end of the race weekend, I overtook Drugovich where we were trailing by 1 point. Now we have a 37 point lead against Drugovich, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. Jack Aiken in third with 68 points. So it was pretty much a Drugovich versus myself race season right now. Team standings wise, we have a 57 point gap to Univirtuosi. Prema Racing making it up to P3 with 97 points, ART with 95, so it's not too bad, but it looks like we could have this in the bag with only 3 race weekends remaining. Okay, weird camera angle, but sure. Marvelous race weekend, guys. Marvelous. A lot of points scored. Massive points in the bag. So we are both leading the driver standings as well as the team standings, which is marvelous. So let's keep this up. Going into the next race, which I don't know which one it is. I'm hoping it's like Austria or somewhere, because I really like those circuits, or maybe Singapore, but I don't know if they're going to Singapore. We didn't go to Singapore in 2021, so I doubt it. Maybe there's Saudi Arabia stuck in there or something. I don't know, but whatever comes at us, I am ready for whatever race it is. So yeah, marvelous race weekend, a lot of points. Marcus Armstrong also doing pretty well in the midfield, but he's not on our level. I'm sure at this point all F1 teams are interested in signing me, so we'll see what contracts come up to the table. But right now we're going to focus on the rest of the season, keep Dams up in the top step of the team standing, and then keep our name up in the drivers. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a marvelous Grand Prix weekend, a much better result than I expected because it is Silverstone, so it just shows we're dominant in the F2 series. So let's see if we can can keep this up. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. More F1 content will be coming up on the regular, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on all the fun we have here. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. See you guys in the next race weekend.